Dear friends, today we turn our focus to a single undeniable truth. Mindset is everything. I want to make this clear from the start. This is not just a cheap slogan meant to give you a quick boost of motivation for an afternoon. What I am about to share touches the very foundation of how reality comes into existence. Let us begin by understanding what mindset truly means. It is not simply the temporary thoughts passing through your head or the random attitudes you hold throughout the day. It is the core state of consciousness you operate from in every single moment. It is the foundational awareness that exists before any physical form appears. To say that mindset is everything is to state a governing law of life itself. Consciousness is the only true reality there is. Here is the vital truth you must fully absorb today. Everything you meet in the outer world, every single circumstance, every challenge and every condition is merely the physical expression of what is happening deep within you. What appears before your physical eyes is a clear mirror and an exact echo of your inner state. That is precisely why your state of being carries such absolute weight in shaping your life. Think about the supreme creative power inside you. That power is not something outside in the sky. It is your ultimate awareness, your core sense of being. Every time you say, "I am," you call upon the very creative force that builds the universe. Your daily mindset is that creative force taking a visible shape. Let us walk through a concrete example so you can see this clearly. Imagine two people who both lose their jobs on the exact same morning. The first person immediately steps into a mindset built on lack, fear, and defeat. They tell themselves that they are ruined, that they are a total failure, and that they will never find another good opportunity. That negative thought rapidly becomes their dominant state of consciousness. And what happens next? The external world, which always acts as a perfect mirror, quickly arranges itself to prove that belief true. They hit wall after wall because their inner world demands that result. Now picture the second person, facing that exact same sudden job loss. Their internal posture is completely different from the start. They tell themselves that this is simply the end of one chapter and the start of a much better one. They stay open to new possibilities and know deep down that they carry immense value to offer. That confidence becomes their core state. And because the universe is bound by law, the outer world must bend to reflect that bold confidence. You see, your mindset never sits back as a passive observer watching life happen to you. It actively constructs the daily reality you walk through. Your state of consciousness is the absolute cause, while every physical circumstance is merely the effect. That is the fundamental reason why your mindset dictates everything. Now let us go a layer deeper, because I know what you might be asking right now. If mindset shapes reality, why do painful or unwanted things keep showing up in your life? That is a fair question, and answering it requires a deeper look into how your mind functions. Your consciousness does not operate on just one simple surface level. You have your everyday thoughts and conscious desires, but beneath that surface sits a much deeper, older, and far more powerful engine. That is your habitual state of being, built up over years of hidden assumptions and deeply rooted beliefs you picked up without even realizing it. It is this hidden programming that truly dictates what shows up in your day-to-day existence. You might consciously want to be wealthy and successful, but if your deep inner script runs on scarcity and fear, that hidden script will win every single time. This is the exact reason why merely repeating basic affirmations or forcing temporary positive thoughts rarely produces real or lasting change. True transformation requires you to shift your fundamental state of being rather than just altering your surface thinking. So how do we actually reach and rewrite that deep subconscious programming? We do it through the deliberate, focused use of imagination. Stay with me here, because this secret changes everything. Imagination is not just idle daydreaming or foolish fantasy. It is the actual workshop where physical creation begins. When you imagine with feeling, you activate the ultimate creative power of the universe. Everything around you right now, the chair you sit in, the phone in your hand, and the buildings in your city existed first as an invisible state of consciousness before it ever became something you could touch. That is the master key to reshaping your mindset and transforming your entire life. You must use your imagination to construct a brand new state of being, and then you must fully step inside that state as if it is already your physical reality right now. This is what it means to live from the end result. Consider this practical example. Suppose you want complete financial abundance, but your daily mindset is constantly gripped by strain and scarcity. Or shift this, you must build a new inner state of true prosperity. Close your eyes and see yourself already living that abundant life. Picture the home you desire, the fulfilling work you love, and the deep sense of ease that real prosperity brings. But do not just see it as a distant movie screen. You must feel it in your very bones. Feel the intense relief, the profound gratitude, and the calm certainty that comes with having that security right now. You must live inside that state of abundance until it stops feeling like an act and becomes your natural default way of being. Your imagination is forging the new inner reality, and your outer circumstances will naturally grow out of that internal change. Whatever you wish to achieve, become, or possess, you must first construct it completely as an inner state. You must inhabit that mindset as though your goal is already fully accomplished. This is the true definition of real faith, which is the solid substance of things hoped for and the clear evidence of reality not yet seen by physical eyes. Some people might hear this and wonder if this is just foolish self-deception. How can you pretend to be something you are not currently seeing in your physical life? Let me reassure you that this is not deception at all. It is the deepest truth of who you really are. You are not faking anything or playing mind games. You are stepping directly into your real power as a conscious creator. Consciousness is the ultimate reality. When you occupy a new state of awareness, you are simply aligning with a truth that already exists within the infinite ocean of possibility. Think of the ancient wisdom that tells us, whatever you ask for, believe that you have already received it, and it shall be yours. Notice the precise timing in that principle. It does not say wait until you see it physically before you believe it. It commands you to feel the reality of having received it right now in this exact moment. The physical world has no choice whatsoever but to catch up to that deep inner truth. But let us clear up a massive misunderstanding that causes so many people to stumble and give up too soon. Many expect that changing their internal state should yield instant physical results within 5 minutes. While rapid shifts do happen, there is usually a natural delay, a time stretch known as the interval. That gap in time does not mean your new state of consciousness is failing or that the law is not working. It simply represents the necessary time required for the physical world to reorganize itself around your new inner truth. During that quiet waiting period, you must hold your new mindset steady without wavering even a little bit. Are you enjoying this deep dive so far? If this message is hitting home, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe right now so you never miss a life-changing insight. Do not allow temporary physical appearances to shake your core belief. The external world is always the effect, never the primary cause. Think of planting a precious seed deep inside the rich soil. You do not dig up the dirt every single morning to see if it is growing. You water it, care for it, and trust the natural process taking place beneath the surface. Your new mindset functions in that exact same way. Once you have planted the seed of a new inner state, feed it daily with steady conviction and trust the deep process of manifestation. This brings us to the vital practice of persistence. A powerful mindset cannot be visited just once on a Sunday morning and then forgotten. It must be maintained and lived in consistently until it becomes your absolute second nature. This unwavering persistence is what separates the few who truly transform their lives from the many who merely dabble in positive thinking. It demands focus, deep trust, and a true understanding of what your consciousness can achieve. But I assure you that the reward for this dedication is beyond measure. Let us tackle a deep question that often arises when people learn about the power of the mind. If your consciousness shapes your reality, does that mean you are to blame for every painful event in your past? We must approach this question with care and clarity. First, realize that much of what you experienced in the past was the natural result of old states of consciousness, mindsets you held automatically without even realizing it. We are all continually waking up and becoming more intentional creators as we move forward. Second, remember that your individual mind operates within a vast, interconnected human experience. You are not an isolated island. You are a unique wave in a massive ocean of collective awareness. However, that collective reality never strips away your personal power. Your specific mindset completely determines how you move through and experience that shared world. Two people can walk through the exact same challenging event and emerge with entirely different outcomes, purely based on the internal posture they hold. Understanding this principle should never bring guilt or self-blame over old mistakes. Instead, it should bring an overwhelming sense of absolute freedom. Once you realize that your mindset shapes your life, you also realize that you hold the ultimate power to rewrite that reality at any moment by altering your inner state. That realization is true liberation. Now let us apply this deep understanding to the everyday areas of your life that matter most. Take your personal relationships, for example. Millions of people go through life believing they are entirely at the mercy of how others treat them. They constantly complain that if their partner, boss, or friends would just change, they would finally be happy and peaceful. But the truth is that your experience of every person in your life is filtered through your own state of consciousness. If your relationships consistently run into the same painful walls, the primary place to look is always within yourself. What are your buried assumptions about love and connection? Do you secretly believe that people always disappoint you, that trust is dangerous, or that you are fundamentally undeserving of true devotion? To transform your external relationships, you must first transform what you believe about them on the inside. Picture yourself surrounded by deep respect, genuine warmth, and unconditional love. Feel the comfort and security of that connection right now. Settle into that feeling until it becomes your solid, everyday reality. As you persist in that new internal state, you will watch your physical relationships shift, heal, and align with the truth you hold within. The exact same law governs your professional career and your financial life. So many people assume their income is strictly limited by external factors like the state of the economy, their current job title, or their formal education level. But I am here to tell you that your financial condition is a direct physical mirror of what you truly believe about money and abundance. If you find yourself trapped in an endless loop of financial struggle and anxiety, take an honest look at your core beliefs about wealth. Do you believe that money is extremely scarce, that every single dollar must be fought for through agonizing struggle, or that real wealth only belongs to other lucky people? Those quiet, persistent beliefs are actively building your financial limitations every single day. Shifting your financial reality requires you to boldly adopt a completely new state of consciousness regarding wealth. Imagine yourself right now enjoying total financial freedom and overflowing abundance. Feel the deep sense of relief, the freedom to give, and the genuine joy that comes with total prosperity. Return to that internal state again and again until it becomes completely automatic for you. As you do this, watch in amazement as your external financial life begins to rearrange itself to match your new internal standard. Now let us apply this same creative principle to your health and physical well-being. People often assume that health is governed entirely by random genetics or physical factors beyond any mental influence. While taking care of your physical body is certainly important, your state of health is also deeply influenced by your internal state of consciousness. Your deep assumptions about your body play a massive role in how your body functions. If fatigue or physical struggle seems to follow you constantly, examine the internal story you tell yourself. Do you view your body as weak and fragile? Do you assume that decline is inevitable or that you are helpless? To step into vibrant health, you must adopt a strong new inner image of strength, vitality, and balance. Picture yourself filled with vibrant energy, moving with ease, and feeling totally alive in your body. Inhabit that feeling of health as if it is already your current reality. As you remain faithful to that vibrant image, your physical body will respond and align with that powerful new internal baseline. Let us address another common obstacle that stops people from reaching their full potential. Many people say they have tried thinking positively before, and it simply did not work for them. What we are exploring today goes vastly beyond surface-level positive thinking. This is not about painting over a rotten wall with a thin coat of bright paint. This is about completely shifting your fundamental identity, your deepest sense of who you truly are. Positive thinking usually stays right on the surface, like trying to smooth out ocean waves by slapping the top of the water. What we are doing here is diving deep beneath the surface to redirect the core currents that generate those ocean waves in the first place. This is why deep feeling is absolutely non-negotiable. Merely wishing for a better life is never enough to create it. You must actually become the person you want to be within your imagination. Until that identity feels totally natural, real, and undeniable to you. Your subconscious mind, which is the actual engine behind your physical reality, cannot distinguish between an event that is vividly imagined and one that happens in the physical world. When you consistently occupy a chosen state in your imagination and feel its emotional reality, your subconscious accepts it as an absolute fact and immediately goes to work projecting it into your physical environment. That is the extraordinary power behind a transformed mindset. It is not about gritting your teeth and forcing a fake smile through hard times. It is about deliberately choosing a new state of being and occupying it so completely in your mind that it becomes your default reality. Now let us discuss the absolute foundation of your entire mindset, which is your self-concept. Your self-concept consists of the core beliefs you hold about who you are, what you are truly capable of achieving, and what you deserve out of life. These primary beliefs form the bedrock upon which your entire existence is built. If you look closely, you will see that many of the limits you carry were handed to you by parents, teachers, and societal conditioning when you were young. You accepted those limitations as absolute truth without ever stopping to question them. That inherited identity became the restrictive lens through which you have viewed your whole life. But here is the magnificent truth. You have the total power to throw away that old lens and choose a completely new identity starting today. You are never trapped by the limits that others placed on you, nor are you bound by the mistakes of your own past. At any moment you choose, you can decide to adopt a vastly higher self-concept. You carry the divine creative power to define who you are. Every time you say, "I am," with deep conviction, whatever words follow that statement will shape your life. This is the highest and most potent expression of your creative power. So I ask you directly, right now, who are you choosing to be from this moment forward? What self-concept will you carry into your future? Will you keep clinging to a small, fearful, and limited version of yourself? Or will you finally step up and claim the powerful, capable, and limitless master that you truly are? This is not about arrogance or false pride. It is about aligning with your true creative nature. As you adopt this higher concept of yourself, your outer world will rapidly transform to match it. New doors will open, relationships will deepen, and abundance will flow naturally, because the outer world must always yield to the inner reality. Now let us make this completely practical so you can start applying it tonight. How do you actually rewrite your mindset in a way that produces permanent, undeniable results in your physical life? It comes down to mastering the principle of assumption. This law states that if you boldly assume a desired state and remain faithful to that assumption, it must inevitably harden into physical fact. This is not mere wishful thinking or wishy-washy dreaming. It is a precise law governing human consciousness. To put this into practice right now, start by clearly defining the exact state of being you want to live in. What specific mindset would naturally create the life you truly desire? Visualize it with extreme clarity and feel its reality deeply within your imagination. Step completely into that state as if it is already your truth right now. Feel the deep relief and joy that comes with already having your wish fulfilled. Here is a powerful technique you can use tonight as you go to sleep. As you lie in bed feeling relaxed, construct a short, simple scene that implies your desire has already been completely fulfilled. Perhaps it is a close friend shaking your hand and congratulating you on your huge success. Or perhaps it is you looking in the mirror and seeing a vibrant, confident person looking back at you. Make that imagined scene as vivid and real as possible. Feel the physical textures, hear the voices, and most importantly, feel the deep emotional satisfaction of that accomplishment. Drift off to sleep while fully submerged in that feeling of victory. By doing this right before sleep, you imprint your desired reality directly onto your subconscious mind at the precise moment it is most receptive. Your subconscious takes that seed and begins working behind the scenes to make it your physical reality. Throughout your normal day, whenever your goal comes to mind, quickly return to that same feeling of fulfillment. Live constantly from the quiet assumption that what you want is already yours. This is where most people fail and lose their way. They try this practice for a couple of days, see no instant physical change, get discouraged, and slide right back into their old negative habits. But remember the natural delay we talked about earlier. Your physical world simply needs time to catch up and reorganize itself around your strong, new inner frequency. This crucial period is where your persistence earns its ultimate reward. You must hold your new internal state steady, regardless of what your physical senses try to tell you. Always remember that the physical world is merely the trailing effect, never the original cause. Stay firmly grounded in your new assumption, and the physical world will eventually have no choice but to bend to your vision. Maintaining that kind of unwavering persistence requires true inner faith, not a blind, foolish hope, but a grounded confidence in the absolute laws of consciousness. It is the solid knowledge that your inner state is the true reality, and that the outer world must always follow its lead. As you hold your state steady day after day, you will start noticing small, subtle signs that your new reality is taking physical form. You might hear a sudden encouraging comment, encounter an unexpected door opening, or feel a subtle shift in how people react to you. These events are not random coincidences. They are the initial physical ripples, proving that your new mindset has taken deep root. Never dismiss these early signs, no matter how small they might appear. They are the living evidence that your mindset truly creates your world. Keep persisting with absolute trust, and you will watch your entire life reshape itself before your eyes. The ideal version of yourself that you have been holding in your imagination will become the physical person you actually are in every single area of your life. Your career, your finances, your health, and your personal relationships will all rise to match your new internal standard. That amazing transformation is the ultimate proof of this timeless teaching. Never forget that you are the sole operating power in your personal universe. Your mindset and your state of consciousness are the ultimate creative forces behind everything you will ever experience. Choose your state with bold intention, hold it with unwavering discipline, and watch your entire world rise to meet the vision you carry within. Mindset truly is everything.